Yo, we got another video. This video we're gonna be doing the updated version of my every Fortnite season 3 list. Um, Last time I made it, it was like 20, almost 30 minutes long, and they added 5 more seasons since. I think it was 5 more seasons. So yeah, I got a long video. Actually, no, because I started YouTube in like early 2024, so it may have been more seasons than that. Maybe like 7 seasons. But like subscribe if you enjoy the tier lists and stuff like that, because I do tier lists all the time. I have previous tier lists on my channels and channel. I don't know why I said channels. And I'm going to get started because I don't want this video to be 40 minutes long. Um, let's go and get this out of the way. I didn't play season one. If you think season one is an S tier season, you're biased and you're blinded by nostalgia. Season two, I didn't really play season two, so I'm not gonna rank it. I did play season two though, if that makes sense. Like when I was playing season two, I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember if I enjoyed it or not. Um, I just know I played it for like a couple games and basically started playing other games after that. Season three though is when I really started playing. Season three, I do think it's still a little bit overrated. Maybe that's because I wasn't good at the game, but um, I'm putting it in B tier. And OG Fortnite also kind of helped me realize that season three is pretty much a B tier season. Like because we went back to it and they didn't really have any like fun items in the game. It was just a bare bones moment in the game. I think season three is a little bit over it. Season four, pretty much same thing with season four. Season four was a little bit more fun. Actually, nah, season four is probably like A tier because I know at the time they had like more game modes. Um, and obviously for like as far as live event stuff, it was actually the first time for it happening back in like what was it, 2017? Actually, no, I think it was 2018, early 2018. But yeah, I would say season four is A tier at this point. Season five be the first S of the video. My favorite season ever, still to this point. Um, season five just had a lot of great stuff going on for it. Um, they added so many great items. Paradise Palms and Lazy Links is two of the best locations they've ever added. First real transportation in the game with golf carts. Shockwave grenades, grapplers, heavy snipers, P90s, double barrel shotgun. Like, it has added so much stuff this season. It's gotta go next year for me. Season six, step down from season five. Even though I think in my original video I put in B tier, I'm gonna say A tier because I think it's slightly below season five. Because season six still had a lot of fun stuff about it, like shadow stones, the cube islands, some of the stuff they added. Some of the stuff they added was really bad, like the six shooter, one of the worst guns ever, Fiend Hunter, and you could say the whole Fortnite event. But you gotta realize when you kill the zombies, you get loot, you get ammo, you get shield. So I think I can't really complain that much about the zombies itself because it gave you more stuff than you lost. Like when you kill the zombie, you got shield. So I'm not gonna complain about the zombies. Um, I think everything else was pretty much good with the game. The vent was fine, nothing crazy. And yeah, I'm gonna leave season six and eight here. But this might be my first actual oh my god, controversial take of the video. Season seven, I'm gonna have it like nah, I'm gonna say D tier. I didn't really like season seven. Um, this is the first season they had like actual creative mode, I think. Um, Obviously they added planes this season, Infinity Blade. Um, okay, let me just say why I don't like season seven. Season seven had a lot of hackers. Season seven had a lot of crash bugs. Season seven had a lot of bad items, a lot of bad broken items. Like again, the Infinity Blade, the plans. I know Infinity Blade was only in the game for a week, but if you're playing the game every day at that point, you're gonna experience it a lot. Did y'all know when the Infinity Blade first came out, you could build with it? Like that's one thing I gotta say. The planes were annoying all season. They had to keep nerfing it throughout the season. Eventually, took it out of the game season eight. Um, then like I think the Chiller Grenade was added actually early season six, so I'm not even gonna include that, I guess. But and then they added Chiller Traps, just as annoying as Chiller Grenades, unless you were using it for transportation. That's the only usefulness with it. They added the whole side of the map with the ice and stuff like that. But at the time, I was not going to Frosty Flats. I only really went to Polar Peak and Happy Hamlet. And Happy Hamlet was kind of just annoying because like it was always so far from the circle. Polar Peak didn't even have good loot until like the end of the season because obviously it was melting the whole way through. The event was literally just like copy and paste of the season before, besides the whole map turning into snow. They didn't really add any like memorable items I care about besides I guess the drift board. Actually, was it drift board season 8? I don't think it was. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I think drift board was season 7. But yeah, there just wasn't many items I cared about, many things I cared about. People always mention the Christmas event. Christmas event was cool, but I think y'all overrate the Christmas event. It's not like it gave us any significant items, unless you just were one of those people who asked for your like mom's credit card so you could buy the Nutcracker skin or the Elf skin, whatever. But yeah, um, season 8, season 8 is going last year. They had actually had a lot of great items this season. Some of the best items ever was like Flint Knock pistol, boom bow. Even though the locations they added weren't great, with like Lethal Lagoon was cool. The volcano, nah, I ain't really like the volcano. It actually even was man. Oh my god, I can't speak. It wasn't even the name location. It just had a couple chests in it. Sunny Steps was bad. Even though like the no, even though the location itself was kind of bad because it was like pyramids, but you couldn't even like go inside both of them. Um, yeah, so that place they added was kind of mid. But besides that, season 8 added a lot of great stuff. Like pirate canyons were great for jokes, and you could get around the map pretty well with it. Um, I'm trying to think what else they added. Like sometimes like they don't need to add that much crazy stuff because they already have a bunch of stuff in the game. Like season 8 was getting to a point where they already had a bunch of stuff in the game, so they didn't really need to add that much. So like again, the flint knock pistol and the boom bow just get enough to be in the game by itself. I'm trying to think what else they added, but I can't even remember. But yeah, season 8 is S tier. Um, season 9 was also S tier in my opinion. By the way, I played all these seasons a lot. Like every season from season 4 and up, I played a lot. So like, don't think I don't have like experience ranking this stuff just because I can't remember what they added in season 8. Anyway, season 9. I actually think season 9 is a little bit better than season 8. Um, even though they voted the pump for the first half, actually I can't even say half, majority of season 9. Um, I still think it was a great season because people like to act like the pump. Well, no, not the pump. That like almost everybody didn't have a combat shotgun because you gotta realize combat shotgun was blue through gold, so everybody had a combat. So it's not like you were at a disadvantage unless you had attack late game. Or no, the only disadvantage you would have is if you still attack early game. That's what I should have said. But me personally, since I love the attack, you know, I kind of like it. Eventually, later on in the season, they added the gold tag. They added the storm flip. They added the burst SMG. The burst SMG was kind of big. I just wanted to add that. They added no, they had the airstrike in season 8. Um, yo, they really had the airstrike and the storm flip in the game at the same time. That's kind of crazy. Well, they had supply drones. This is the first season they had the nail tilted and like mega mall. They had the little turbines around the map so you can get around the map so you can get around the map easily. I feel like Fortnite doesn't realize transportation is actually really important. But yeah, I still think season 9 is a good season, and also had one of the best updates ever where they unfolded the pump, suppress SMG, and I think jetpacks all at the same time. And the summer event was probably like the second best summer event ever in my opinion. So yeah, season 9 is going in S tier, and season next is going in D tier. I don't think it's F tier because outside of the mechs and some of the places, there was some redeeming qualities the season next, like um Zone Wars becoming very popular around this time was a great thing. What was I about to say? I guess some of the loot they added, not loot, weapons and stuff they added were pretty cool. Some of the places they added were like good ideas, like Tilted Town, and that's really it. Actually, not Retail Road to Zombies wasn't bad because again, zombies gave you shield. I never really had a problem with zombies, but outside of all of that, I didn't hate this season to the point. where I didn't play. That's where that's why I think F tier is. Actually, no, I'll put season X in E tier because that's the reason I left E tier here. Um, Chapter two, season one though, I put in C tier. Just very plain season. They didn't really add any updates. Obviously, it's a new chapter though, and I feel like that's one reason why they didn't add that many updates. And there was just a lot of stuff going on in real life with like COVID and stuff. So that's another reason why it was like 5 month season, and that's another reason why they haven't done a 5 month season since. Um, Chapter two, season two was almost just as long. I think it was like 4 months. But Chapter two, season two, going back at on it, I'm gonna keep put it at the bottom, not bottom, top of A. Now originally I had it in S tier, but there's really no. I don't know why I just wouldn't put in S tier because like I was never like a huge fan at the time of Chapter two, season two until I realized people liked the season. But don't get me wrong, it was a good season. It's just certain aspects I didn't like the henchmen and stuff like that. I took a bunch of damage to henchmen all the time. I did like the mythics. This I think it's the first season with like real mythics. Obviously, the Affinity Blade was a mythic, but like you could just pick it up. Like I mean, like boss mythics. The ones you had to kill and you get the gun. Uh, that's basically the only aspect I really liked of the season. Like, I like the vaults and stuff, obviously, but besides that, nothing much. Some the loot pool was good. I'll say that the loot pool was good. Chapter two, season three though, I'll give that. I think I'll put that right behind chapter two, season two, just because the only thing I don't really like about the season was the start of the season. The start of the season, the map was too flooded. The water was annoying. You couldn't really have build fights, and that's what makes Fortnite Fortnite. Even though I'm not like a building professional or something like that, if you take the building out of Fortnite, I'm not gonna enjoy it as much. It's literally just as simple as that. So yeah, I'm putting in the bottom of A. Nothing much really changed. They added some different mythics, but that's pretty much it. Chapter two, season four. Again, might be hot take. Think it's an overrated season. Um, I'm gonna put it in C though. It's not as bad as season seven. I just think it's overrated. Like if I wanted to play a Marvel game, I would go play a Marvel game. At towards the end of the season, it was literally just like if you didn't have any Marvel items in your inventory, you were gonna lose that fight, and it kind of just got annoying. So that's why I'm putting it in top of C. Chapter two, season five, one of the most forgettable seasons ever. I'm also gonna put that in C. I'm gonna put that on the bottom of C. The only reason it's not a D is because like I can't remember anything bad, but I also can't remember anything good. Again, it was just a mediocre season. Chapter two, season six. I'm gonna also put that probably bottom of C. I didn't hate it as much as Actually, no, I'm leaving it bottom C. Because I'm gonna be honest, I did play a lot of Fortnite around this time. I actually think I got close to tier 100, if not tier 100, during the season. Um, and there was certain seasons before it, like Chapter two, season four and five. I did not reach a tier 100, but people were complaining about the weapons and stuff like that. But again, it's one of those situations where if everybody has the same weapons, then why are we complaining? Like, yes, the weapons were worse than before. The crafting system was stupid, but they got to try something different. And I did like the locations they added, but pretty much it. Can't really say much about the season besides that because the weapons was, yes, the weapons was bad, but it wasn't enough for me to hate the season. And again, they didn't add anything after that to make me hate the season further on to that. So, see, um, Cap 2 season 7? Yeah, season 7. I'm gonna put it top of B. Um, I feel like most people are divided about the season. Because like obviously UFOs were annoying for some people. I don't think UFOs were that annoying. I think they were actually very avoidable. Only had like a couple rage moments in UFOs, but I think UFOs were good at for the most part. Um, then they added some crazy cool like alien guns during the season, like the rail gun, one of the best guns they've ever added. They added like the gravity cube. They added like I think they added a whole pistol that was like gravity related. Um, I think they had a ray gun, laser gun. it was just a bunch of alien stuff. But I think it was actually really cool. And the event, one of the best events ever. So I'm putting it B. Then Chapter 2, Season 8. I think this is the worst season of Chapter 2, honestly. I'm gonna put it in top of D just because. Actually, not. Season 7 is definitely better than this. Let me not do that. But I didn't really like the cute. No, the cute place wasn't bad. It's just everything else about the season was not good. One of the worst battle passes ever. I'm not even the person who really cared about battle pass after chapter one, but easily one of the worst battle passes ever. Loot pool was not good. There's too much stuff going on. So bottom of D. Chapter three, season one. We're going back to Esther. Um, I'm gonna put it like third. I'm gonna chapter three, season one. They kept adding guns. They had some of the best guns ever, like the MK rifle, the Stinger SMG. The shotguns were probably the worst part about the loot pool, but the shotguns weren't bad either. The Spider-Man mythics, one of the best mythics ever added. Some of the best locations and one of the best maps ever. Chapter three, season one was just really good, especially with the map. Like, I gotta give them real props with the map because I think they had it like risky. Did they have tilted in the game? They they added some old location back. It may just been like retail or something. But I don't know how they went from chapter three, season two to chapter three, season one from chapter three. Oh my god, chapter three, season one to chapter three, season two. That's what I'm gonna say. Because chapter three, season two was my least favorite season ever. They removed building and you added tanks. Why would you remove building and did add tanks? Like they didn't add the no build game mode until like 3 weeks in the season. Like it was just annoying. Fortnite was literally unplayable. Like even with the blimps, you would literally just get sniped very easily off the blimps because people would just camp the blimps and snipe you. Like worst season so far. I think it's the worst season I ever played, but I had to keep going obviously. Chapter three, season three. Um, it's like B, top of B. It's like they basically just fixed everything they did in chapter two, season two, and they didn't really add anything after that because the people was on vacation and stuff like that. The summer event wasn't that good, so it was just type of B, but it was still good because they had a good loot pool and again good map. Um, chapter three, season four, again same problem with chapter two, season eight. They was just doing way too much, and the chrome was horrible. I didn't like any of the chrome guns. I didn't like any of the chrome mechanics. I didn't like any of that. Um, Actually, I'm gonna go bottom of D with that. Chapter four, season one. This is the first season one where I'm like, actually not because I forgot about chapter two, season one. But chapter four, season one, it's like B again. Is it better than season three? It's literally on the same tier. I will say that. I'm gonna put it right below season three. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, it's just like they added the hammer. They added a new map. The new map wasn't crazy in my opinion. It was pretty decent. After that though, I wasn't in love with the loot pool, and I can't really remember anything they added mid season besides maybe like some of the anime events. But that may have been the season after that. No, that was that season. They added the My Hero Academia um um mythic, but again, since I'm not really a fan of My Hero or any anime, to be fair, I didn't really care. Oh yeah, I forgot they did add the Dragon Ball Z event in chapter three, season three, so that gave it a little bit of a boost. But that's pretty much it for chapter four, season one. It was just kind of boring and forgettable. Chapter four, season two, though, is Esther. I'm gonna put it fourth. Um, this great locations added. They added the little railings in the what you call it too, which not that big of a deal, but still. They added the bikes, which again, Fortnite doesn't realize how much transportation is important in the game. Sometimes the loot was the loot was way better. I think the sword is better than the hammer. I think most people should agree with that though. The sword is one of the best items they added in the game. They added the Jaeger dude. I forgot what anime he's from. They added his mythic. I didn't really care for that, but everything else was great because the location they added actually took up most of the map, so it was actually very memorable and stuff like that. So yeah, I gotta put this season as it was a great time to play Fortnite. Honestly, Chapter 4 Season 3, one of the most underrated seasons of all time in my opinion. But I'm still only gonna put it like top of B. Um, People didn't really like the jungle. That's the only reason people didn't really like the season. I don't think I think the jungle was kind of overrated, just because like what was I saying? Yes, it did have annoying stuff like raptors, bugs, mud, but besides that, like fighting in the jungle, you and the person you were fighting were for the most part on the same playing field, unless you were near the annoying stuff. So, um, I think it's a pretty good season. This is a slight downgrade from Chapter 4 Season 2. Chapter 4 Season 4, pretty good season. I'm gonna put it like third and eighth. I originally had an S in my original video, but I didn't play enough to put in an S at this point. Um, you gotta realize if Fortnite releases a season literally a couple weeks before 2K comes out, it's GG's for Fortnite. That's basically what happened right here. Fortnite probably released like one of the best seasons ever with this one, but I didn't get to play as much because me and my friends were on freaking 2K, so it was kind of GG's for Fortnite right there. Season OG, literally the best season ever. I don't really consider it a season, but it is considered a season. um, it it was literally just OG Fortnite. Like it, they went back to every good OG season. I think actually no, they didn't go back to everyone. I think they just did season 5 through 7, but that's exactly what they needed to do because that's pretty much their peak of what their game was. Like season 5 through 7, that was their peak. So yeah, it was this amazing season. Then they followed up with Chapter 5, Season 1, top of A. Uh, Again, I may have put this season at S when I first did it, but the only reason it's not an S is because I can't remember anything that added throughout the season. Now, me forgetting what they added throughout the season might just be because I stopped playing Fortnite as much when I got older. But I'm still putting it as a great season, so I don't think that's like a bad thing. I think the new map was almost perfect. The new graphics looked crazy to me. This is when they added like Lego Fortnite Rocket Racing. Even though I haven't touched it since, those were good ads, I guess. And I like the medallions. Medallions was one of the best things they've ever had, honestly. So yeah, I got put in A tier. Chapter 4 Season 2, 5 Season 2. I'm tripping. S tier. Even though I had mixed feelings about the season when this season first dropped, it's an S tier season. It's like you take this and put it on steroids. It's like one of the best seasons ever. Um, the wings, the little chain mythic, the lightning bolt. Those are so many great things about this season. Um, Even though I think they removed like half of that towards the end of the season because I think they had like some type of event. I think it was maybe the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles event. I'm still gonna put it in S because the first couple weeks of the season were amazing. Um, Chapter 5, Season 3. Again, another hot take because this might be some people's least favorite season ever. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It was actually a lot of fun to play. Um, Even though the cars were kind of annoying, some of the cars even one shot at you. It was actually really fun. Like this is the first time they added something very overpowered that was kind of annoying that was actually fun. So I, I'm really not gonna complain about the cars and stuff like that. Some of the stuff they added throughout the season too was pretty good, pretty fun to play with, and they didn't like ruin the map. I feel like the map changes they added were like crazy. It was like it felt like I was literally playing like Mad Max and Fortnite in one. So I had a lot of fun playing the season for the most part. Even though I did delete the game like the first couple weeks of the season, I installed it back when the new season was about to change, and I actually liked it. Chapter 5, Season 2, bottom A, middle A. I'm gonna put it in middle A. I wasn't that fond of some of the locations, like the Doom location, I didn't like at all. But the prison was one of the best locations they've ever added. Some of the mythics they added were great, like the shield. Um, what else did they? I don't remember what else they added. It was just towards the end of the season they got a little bit lazy. They didn't really add anything. But yeah, I still think it's a pretty good season. Then you got Chapter Two remix. Oh my god, I don't like man, I don't like Chapter Two remix at all. Um, I feel like they brought out the worst parts of Chapter Two and mixed it with bad representation of rap culture. So I'm gonna put that at the top of C because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I'll just say that. Now, ranking these next 5 seasons, it's kind of gonna be weird because like I don't know how to rank them, right? Because like I'm gonna be honest, ever since they added the OG, I've not really been playing the main game mode. But I'll try to rank it. I know this first season was actually tough. The first season they added was like bottom of eight. Definition of bottom of eight. Next season, I really can't rank it. I do not remember playing Chapter 6, Season 2. The Star Wars event, I did not like the Star Wars event. I'm going to put the Star Wars event at bottom of C. Um, again, don't really remember playing it. I can't rank Chapter 6, Season 4. Or actually, no, I think this is technically Season 3 because I think the Star Wars one was like a mini season. But Chapter 6, Season 4, this is actually Chapter 6, Season 4. I'm gonna put that bottom of B. No, I'm gonna put it in like middle B. Yeah, right there is perfect. Just because like I feel like there's a lot of great things going for it. It's just like they got OG Fortnite again. There's no point of me playing anything that's not OG Fortnite. So, what was I about to say? If I wanted to include the OG Fortnite, I would probably put all of the seasons I just ranked in S just because I've only been playing OG. But if we're talking about like just the actual Battle Royale mode, that's where I would put all the seasons so far. But as you can see, I've been doing it kind of in order this whole time. So, favorite season ever is obviously OG. And then it's season 5, season 9, chapter 5, season 2, which is actually crazy to think about. But yeah, it's true. Chapter 3, season 1. Then if you want to do a full top 10, chapter 4, season 2, season 8, chapter 5, season 1, chapter 2, season 2. Wait, is that 8? Oh, that's 9. And then chapter 2, season 3. That's it for me. Let me know what y'all think about the tier list in the comments. Let me know what y'all would change. Don't hate on me. This is all my opinion, obviously. And I'm in the video right there.